How you doing, everyone? How you doing? So in today's episode on Built for Speed, I'm giving you an update on this right here. Okay, so today I partnered up again with Ximodex, so obviously this video is going to be sponsored by them. You guys probably saw my previous videos and posts on Instagram and in the groups that I was really close to parting it out, because literally I got everything fixed on this car, and then again it just doesn't start. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys what we tested and what we decided to do, and yeah, so I'm just going to give you an update what's up with this car. So maybe I don't remember whether I mentioned it or not, but we tried to scan the system, the car, and I had no communication between any modules, ECM, CEM, transmission control module, none of them I had communication with. So we had a high CAN bus line, pretty much communication down. We tested between communication between the steering angle sensor, the ECM. Pretty much we tested the communication and then the brake control module, and everything checked out fine. So at that point, so after I unplugged some modules too, I tried to unplug the angle sensor, I tried to unplug suspension module to see if it would start, but the car still just cranks, does not start. So we see a service traction control, I think, and the transmission control module, the message popping up, and it just cranks, does not start. It was doing it on and off before, as you guys saw. I probably made a video of that when he said immobilizer fault, and then, you know, I did a immobilizer reset procedure and it worked. And then this time it was really hot outside. I don't remember what I was doing, but I think I was scanning the system. I was installing the front suspension resistors, and right after that I pulled in. It was really hot. I scanned the system, and then after I come back I tried to start it, no more. So the CEM in 2004 and 2003, I think, models, they are really bad. This is a very common issue. I didn't know that until I got this car, but yeah, they overheat and something goes bad in them. But either way, so at the end I did all the tests that the Ximodex technician told me in an email. He told me to test this. We eliminated a bunch of stuff. So the final solution was take the CEM out and the ECM and send ECM, CEM, and one key to test immobilizer. So those three things I'm going to be sending out to them to get repaired. But as for now, as you guys can see, I removed the CEM, slid out of here, took out all the what do you call them, relays, and then got this out. So I got the CEM out of there, out of the car, and then I also obviously got this ECM, as you guys saw from here. Got this thing out, so I got them both ready. So I'm just waiting for Ximodex to tell me when to send it out, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So I got the CEM and ECM, and then one key I'm going to be sending out to them. So they're going to try to repair it, because yeah, like I said, I already fixed almost everything on this car. So I was getting a little fed up with this car. You know how much time I spent and money on this car and everything to get it running, and then here this again, you know. So it's like, you know, I was kind of getting a little frustrated, but Ximodex said, you know, don't worry about it, we'll figure it out. I'm really hoping, crossing my fingers, that this will fix everything, because I'm this close for parting it out. So if any of you guys have a starting issue where if you have a 2004 or something, a 60 or some sort, and you try to start it and it just cranks and it pops up like service traction control or something like that, or service transmission module, or service transmission light right there in the message box, right there down there, if it pops that up, this most likely is what your problem is. Your CEM is overheating. So yeah, this is my issue, and this is my update on this car. So next day I'm gonna send it out. Once I get them sent out, and then I hear from them what was wrong, what they found, I'll do an update video. And then after I receive them, and then I guess we'll do the install and everything on this car. and then test drive it, and then maybe do like a month update the same as I did last time for the brake module, because the brake module they fixed and everything was gone. And then when it got really hot, the CEM decided to go boop, boop. But other than that, yeah, this car, I mean, it's everything, new shocks on it, brakes, wheels, tires. I mean, the transmission is rebuilt already. I'm pretty sure the turbo was replaced, the engine's rebuilt, shimmed, timing belt, water pump done, PCV system's done. I mean, literally everything in this car is fixed. Like, that was the only thing wrong with it, and I really thought I was, you know, already done. But I'm really hoping that the CEM issue will fix it. Like, this is gonna be the last step to getting this car 100% on the road, at least. I'm not even mentioning modifying it anymore, because like I said, I'm really hoping to get it fixed and it's 100%, and I can drive it for a month or two, a few months to work, verify everything is good before I start talking about any modifications to this specific one. This is the automatic model that we had, so the transmissions were built like I told you guys. We had the manual one, obviously we modified it, you probably saw it, but yeah, that's my plan for this. So again, thank you Ximodex for sponsoring this video. Thank you for helping me out with all this headache. And thank you for saving the car, because yeah, it probably would have been sold to parts by now if it wasn't for Ximodex, because literally I was done. I was literally almost done with this car. But yeah, I mean, I'm learning a lot, obviously. I mean, I already learned a lot. I mean, I tore a bunch of stuff in this car. I mean, I already went through 3 of these cars that I fixed and replaced a bunch of stuff on it, so I'm not new to these cars, and I'm still learning, you know, a lot how to repair, modification, and everything stuff on it. So I guess, I mean, knowledge is good, but at the same time, you know, I have a family to feed. I have my everyday stuff that I gotta do. I can't be spending all my money and time on this car and spending that much, as much time as I spent on it to get it running. I mean, I wanted to work on a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I did. Well, you know, I kind of quit for a certain period of time just to kind of let my brains loose a little bit, and you know, to come down on this car and forget about it. And then yeah, today is the day that we're getting ready to ship it out, and hopefully we get it back, put everything back together, and it's 100%, and I'm happy. And maybe I'll keep my interest in the S60Rs, because I guess, I mean, a bunch of people started telling me afterwards, you know, oh, that's why, you know, I tell people, you know, stay away from 2004 models. Well, it would have been nice if you guys told me that before. But I mean, anyways, I got it for very cheap when I got it. I mean, I rebuilt the engine, shimmed it. I mean, I did a bunch of stuff on it. Yeah, I mean, if you count the labor, everything, what it would cost to do in any affordable shop. I'm not even talking about the dealership. I probably could have bought like 2 of these for the amount of money that, you know, it would cost to do what I did to this car by now. But hey, you know, I'm doing it with my own time, so it hasn't cost me too much, but it cost me a lot of time though. So hopefully we get this figured out. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We'll give you more updates on all my cars as we go on, but right now I'm kind of freeing up a little bit, so I'm going to be making more videos. I'm gonna take the red car to a drag strip again and race it when we have time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching again. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as usual, see you next time.